Okay. Listen, I know. I am 2 years late. I am time blind. I blame you. Let's just pretend that this was the plan all along. I'm gonna squeeze the 2 videos of you into one. If you don't care about 2023, because why would you? You can skip to this section of the video to watch 2024. But oh my god, 2023 was not a good year for me. First and foremost, I didn't watch any anime in 2023. I barely watched more than 2.5 shows. This list is a nightmare. I now know why I had such a hard time recording it, because I don't even have a number 1. I did not finish most of these shows, which is a theme that will carry on into 2024, just you wait. But I'm gonna pick a show that was left over in my notes and just shove it into number 10, which I didn't even watch. I just watched clips of it, which again, How the Mighty Have Fallen. But we're just gonna speed run through this because I cannot let January pass without this video coming out, because I will shoot myself in Minecraft. Coming in at number 10 for the bottom ring, the last or best or whatever, the 10th show I had in my orbit from 2023. Like myself today. It's Fiona and Cake. I did not watch this show, but I'm trying to get 10 shows up on this list. Remember when I'd be squeezing like 3 shows in one slot? Now I'm picking shows I barely watched and giving them awards. Oh my god. Coming in at number 9, we have Murder Grounds. It was a really good show that I was watching on my own time at my own pace, and I really did enjoy it for what it's worth. The story and everything. It was a show that I found myself like I can watch an episode and then just go months without watching the next one, because lucky for me, I jumped in I think around the time episode 5 came out, and I stopped watching at episode 4, and now I know it's over, but hey, I might jump back in. But it was a really nice show for what it was worth. On to number 8, Invincible. I know what you're thinking. Ha! Even I'm looking at this list going, ha! But it wasn't season 1 of Invincible. If you all remember the clusterfuck that happened, that we got the first 4 episodes of season 2 of Invincible in 2023, like the tail end of it, that's why it's so low on this list, because I was like, wait, what happened? I just had to go do some research, and yeah, that's why it's down here. But even just as 4 episodes, it was really good, really interesting, but it was set up at the end of the day, unlike our next entry, which was a finale, number 7. The Owl House. The finale of The Owl House was incredible, but it happened way too early in the year of 2023, and there were other stuff that just kind of steamrolled over it. But as a finale, as a show that I again did not even watch in its entirety, but I jumped in at the last season, and I'm so happy because chills, perfection, that ending, oh my god. But on to other shows that did not leave as tight, as perfect of a bow as The Owl House did. Number 6. Castlevania Nocturne. How the Mighty Have Fallen. Castlevania dominated this list for like 3 years in a row, but the successor just did not hit the way its predecessor did. It's still good, animation still popping, characters still have me on my knees, but the story just isn't there. It's way too pandering, and if y'all are interested, I can make a more longer review of it. I think right now, January 2025, like season 2 is out, but oh yeah, Nocturne, it had such good potential, but it was still an enjoyable show overall, but still a far cry from the next entry, number 5. My Adventures with Superman. Now, again, I didn't finish it. I stopped at the part where I think another version of Superman came in, or there are multiple Loises. I had a couple episodes of season 1 left. This is what happens when shows now, they just don't air anything in order, or they do things in batches. Stop it! Air a full season, or shut the fuck up, or be like Has Been Hotel, a hell of a boss, and air 1 episode or whatever. But My Adventures with Superman, it's so cute. I love it so much. It's so... I did not think I wanted Himbo Superman as much as I did, and I was one of the people who saw the initial teasers and videos, and I'm like, oh my god, we got another ginger being turned black. Oh my god, the redheads are going extinct. What did they do with Lois? But I love it. I love the show. I love the direction they're going in. Let people do cool and interesting things. I do not know how much of a hate-dom this show has, but fortunately for me, I don't engage in things I don't like, or when people shit on something, I don't avoid it. Hell, I tend to dive further into it. So I had no idea that this show was just universally hated. I love it. I love everything they're going for. And I heard that my girl, Supergirl, is in season 2, so I really need to get back on the bandwagon. Ugh, I have no idea what happened with me and just not finishing shows. It's a real problem, and it seeps into number 4. The 4th episode on my list of top 10 cartoons of 2023 is Hilda! I did not finish it. I literally was speedrunning some of these shows midnight 2023. I don't even remember. Time is but a concept to get this in, and I fell off of Hilda season 3 right around the time travel episode. Y'all know me. Time travel is a hard no. I cannot. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it so much. And season 3 was. If Hilda, I think, won one of these. It did. 2019 or 2020 or something like that. I love Hilda. This show is such a comfort show for me. So with season 3, the gang's grown up. I don't know what it is. I didn't watch the kind of movie thing where Hilda was a troll or something, but something is, the sauce is not there. The sauce is not saucing, and I don't know what happened. But all in all, still a very enjoyable show. I still just melt into a puddle like a marshmallow over a flame when the theme song kicks in, the colors, the ambiance, the stories. It's a comfy show with a little bit of eldritch horror dripped in. Unlike the next show, which will surprise everybody, my number 3 favorite show of 2023 was Miraculous. Shut up, shh. I really liked season 5. Oh god, I'm so embarrassed. Don't look at me. This, in my notes, it's number 4. But like I said, I yoinked Fiona and Cake out of the ether just to dump it in here. I could have put the Amazing Digital Circus, but now what's Attack on Titan doing here? I didn't even watch this year. Oh wait, I did. Huh? Did I? God, it's been so long. I'll just tack on Attack on Titan here. I didn't finish it either, so fuck me, I guess. Hey, look at that. I have top 10 and I have 2 shows sharing a slot. I stay winning. But back to Miraculous. I really did enjoy the show for what it's worth. It was everything. But since this spot now is sharing another slot, back to Attack on Titan. I literally stopped at the part where Eren got the powers and he's there about to fuck up all the shit, and then somebody came and spoiled the finale for me and literally just took all of my interest in the show and threw it in the garbage. Do not do that. I hate when comic people spoil things for anime only people, and she thought I finished reading the manga because we were reading the manga at the same time, but I stopped because I wanted to watch the finale animated, but she was so pissed by the finale because of shipping that she ruined it for me. Ugh. I forgive her. I love you, girl. I love you, but do I want to strangle you? I need to finish that. Add that to the list of things I need to finish. On to number 2. My second favorite show of 2023 was, if you didn't guess it, how dare you?
Hey, fuck you! Here's my 2 minutes notice, fuck you!
Hello, the boss. There were 3 episodes that aired in 2023. I loved them to death. I'm pretty sure there's somebody that's going to go down in the comments, or they have their notepads looking up all these shows I'm talking about and the episodes that aired in 2023, and they're going, yep, I agree with you, TVC. No, how dare you? No, only how many episodes air? I don't even know how many Miraculous episodes aired in 2023, but I'm pretty sure it had the finale in it. The fact that I put it this high up shows whatever episodes aired in 2023, I really vibed with it. I really fucked with it. On to number 1, which was number 2. But again, like I said, Fiona and Cake had to be thrown in here just to bump this up. My number 1 favorite show of 2023, ironically, is a show that I have not personally watched. I've seen it floating around. My sisters were obsessed with it, and I'd walk in to see clips of it, and I'd absolutely start bawling my eyes out. And it's like a show I didn't even watch affected me so deeply. My number 1 pick of cartoon of 2023 is Bluey. You had to be there. Bluey absolutely dominated the scene that even for somebody who hasn't watched it, I could not help but give it the top slot. If you feel like this is a cop-out, because I personally haven't watched it and Hell of a Boss is technically my number one, I won't hold it against you. But the episode, some of my sister, like, I will have vivid memories of like walking through the living room to go and get something from the kitchen or to go and get something off a shelf, and they'd be watching an episode of Bluey, and I'd stand there for 10 minutes watching the episode, forgetting what I was gonna do, just sucked in, and by the time it's done, I'm fighting back tears as I walk back to my room. That is a gargantuan task, a win in every sense of the word, and Bluey deserves the number one spot on this list. You can agree to disagree, but on to 2024, more recent things. Hello, if you jump to this section, I do not blame you. Let us get into more current times and situations. A lot of things haven't changed, still the same. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I have not finished 3 of these shows. Shoot me. Like, literally, 2 of the 3 shows, I only watched 1 episode because I was running out of time. ADHD and neurodivergent brain, where I'm like, I need to watch it within that year or it doesn't count. I literally finished Vox Machina in 2024. It should be on this list. I might throw it into the honorable mention section, but we are barely scraping 10 shows. I got to 10 shows. I got to 10 shows this time. Coming in at number 10 of my top 10 shows of 2024 is Twilight of the Gods. If you were on Twitter, you saw me live tweeting my reaction to the show. I do believe it's unfair to put this show that I watched all 8 episodes last, but that ending really pissed me off. It's a great show by Zack Snyder about a woman scorned by Thor and is on a mission which she knows she will not live from, to kill him. And it's so interesting. There's more to come, but again, for what I should I gotta stick to my guns. I just feel bad because the 3 shows that are above it could even rank lower than it, because I might end up hating their ending. But as of right now, for what I've watched, number 10 is Twilight of the Gods. On to number 9, a show that I felt would have ranked higher, but I don't feel bad for where it is Gentry Chow. Oh god. And The Underworld, or something Underworld. I just wrote Gentry Chow on my notes. I forgot the title, but this show looks amazing, sounds amazing, but doesn't feel amazing. I'm sorry. The show feels like it's trying to evoke emotions that it hasn't earned yet. Like, I could only watch episode 1 because, again, this was literally the last day of the year and I was fighting to get like 3 shows in, and I was having power outage issues. Oh my god. But I watched 1 episode and then a moment will kick in. Okay, this is cool, and the music will be popping and I'm like, oh god, yeah, let's go. But it's not going yet. It's just the music that's getting you hyped. So the show hasn't done something to hype you up, but it's artificially inserting things to get you hyped. And you can't cheese emotions out of me like that. I can see what you're doing. I like it. I can feel it, but I know it's not organic, if that makes sense. And that's why it's number 9. It could bump up, but they previewed things that would happen in the show in the first episode, and I'm like, I don't vibe with this. So they kind of shot themselves in the foot with that one. But a show that, again, I only had 1 episode and I ended up watching like 4 or 5 because it was just, that good. Number 8, Yakuza Fiancé. We got an anime! I did not think I'd get an anime in 2024. I was about to apologize for that too, but oh my god, thank you God. We got an anime in 2024 about toxic romance, and that's just yes. Yes. I only had a 1 episode budget with this and Gentry, and I kept watching because you know me, that toxic romance. My fucking Achilles heel, I swear to god. But yeah, it's a really good anime. I can't wait to finish it, but for what I've watched, it deserves my number 8 spot. On to number 7, a show that I've only watched 3 episodes, but from the first one I saw, I said it is scaling all of you. Invincible, Fight Girl. Oh my god, episode 1 was phenomenal. Was it only 2 episodes I watched? Was it 2 or 1? I think I only watched 2. Oh my god. Of the episodes I have seen, which I think is 2, Fight Girl was on another level. It knew what it wanted to be and it committed. And I just kept wanting to watch more. And I think one episode corrupted and it made me go, oh yeah, I don't have time. And literally like midnight, I think I watched Gentry Chow, then Fight Girl, then it corrupted or something, and then I went to Yakuza Fiancé because I literally only had like a few episodes to midnight, and that's when I binged Yakuza Fiancé. But Fight Girl still scales all of them. It's the show I love. It has this kids next door, modern Cartoon Network show vibe, if you get it. Like, it's a 2000s Cartoon Network show in the mid 2020s. And it's just aimed at me specifically. I love the goof. I love the humor. I love when the power scaling, when shit gets real, goosebumps appear. I love it. And I cannot wait to jump back into this one. I am actively have this on my list to get back in the saddle. But speaking of saddles that someone has to get on, if that analogy makes sense, my number 6 pick is a show I jumped into before I was really left behind. The Amazing Digital Circus. One episode. It took one episode of this show to steamroll everyone else. The other shows I could only watch one episode because of time. This one is one that you get. I could have watched all the other episodes. Again, I'm not gonna. I've already explained why. But one episode was all it took. But again, I know everything that happens in the other episodes, but we're ranking based on what I watched, and oh my god, episode 4 was immaculate. This show is way too good for its own good. But speaking about good, oh my god, on to number 5. Invincible. Alone, not Invincible Fight Girl, just Invincible. I forgot this show came out this year because I was scrolling through my shows. I don't talk about a lot of shows recently, and that bugs me right now. I remember in a year I can talk about 22 different shows. Now if I talk about 3, be grateful. But Invincible, I talked about it earlier in the year, and oh my god, I remember I said, oh yeah, season 2, the rest of it came out. And god dang, was it good. It was traumatic, it was scarring, but it was good. Had no business being that good, honest to god. But another show that has no business in being good, number 4 on our list, is
Fuck it! I am the mastermind, the hand that
Hell of a Boss. I wish it was higher, but I'm looking at the other episodes, other shows on my list, and I'm like, I cannot in good conscience rank you higher, but it's still really good. Sinsmas and Mastermind alone are masterpieces. I loved Hell of a Boss this year to an egregious degree. Everything slapped, everything hit, it was banging. But you'd argue, okay, what other shows, 3 of them, that can rank higher than all the amazing Hell of a Boss goodness we got this year? Well, let me tell you, coming in at number 3, my 3rd favorite show of the year is Arcane. Ha! Calm down, put down your pitchforks and torches. This was supposed to be number 2, but a sleeper hit came and yoinked that spot from Arcane. But I swear to you, Arcane came in with a steel chair. When I was watching Arcane, I was like, my number 1 pick was already number 1 the moment I watched it. But when Arcane came, I was like, oh, number 1 has to fight. I didn't think it was. Number 1 has to fight Arcane to stay in number 1. It's not Arcane has to fight to be number 1. But again, I'm pretty sure maybe the thing that threw me off is the ending or a lot of things happening, because I can love a show to bits and pieces, but there can be that one ending that pisses me off, like Jinx going missing, Echo thinking she's dead. What else happened? Vandar, we don't even know what happened to him. Isha, ugh. I know people die, but at the same time, what they did with Echo and Powder was disgusting. I love it, but it was disgusting. Scarred me for life. I hate the idea of tragic love that was just never meant to be. Let Echo be happy. What the hell? Boy saved the world twice over and nobody even knows. He's there mourning alone. You know what? This is not an Arcane review. I have already screeched about it in my live reaction, but oh my god. That was unfair. It was so good. And I shouldn't rank it lower because it hurt me, but this is my list. I gotta do what I want. But onto the show that ripped number 2 from Arcane. I know you're just thinking, how dare you? What show is so good that it could take the number 2 spot from Arcane? Well, coming in at number 2, my second favorite show of 2024 is Dan Da Dan. We got 2 animes this year. Let's go! From 0 in 2023 to 2 in 2024. I stay winning. I win. Dan Da Dan. Again, if you follow this channel, you probably saw the community post where I was asking people, hey, here are 5 shows, which one? I just want to watch these. Dan Da Dan was another episode that only had like a 3 episode limit. A lot of these, I think they had 3 episodes, but because time started shrinking, they only had 1 episode. The reason why time shrunk was because Dan Da Dan had 3 episodes. I watched the entire season in one sitting. I could not stand up. This show had me by the non-existent balls. And if you watch the show, you know that analogy fits. Oh my goodness, I've never seen a show that again just grabs you by the throat. From episode 1, you go, oh, it's this kind of show. I really want to do a review about it. But I don't even know how to explain this show in a way that doesn't make me sound like an absolute lunatic. But I will try. Efforts will be made. But Dan Da Dan is you just have to watch it. Please. Just 1 episode. It's fun. Just 1. I dare you. Watch 1 episode and don't watch it. Watch 1 episode and I dare you not to binge the whole season after that. It's literally impossible. I've shown this show to friends, families, and it all happened. I just say, hey, just give it 1 episode. They're like, okay, fine. Season done. You love to see it, but with all that rambling aside, we've gone through 2 years of my top 10 favorite shows. What is my top number 1 favorite show of 2024? If you know, you know. If you're part of the channel, this is probably not a surprise to you, and if it is, you should have paid more attention. My number 1 favorite show of 2024 is
Today is gonna be a fucking happy day.
Hazbin Hotel. I loved this show. It came out literally the first week of the year and it held on to number 1 despite everything. I tried to tell myself, hey, I feel like Arcane is better. Damn, I feel like Dan Da Dan is better. But a lot of other years, I feel like recency bias clouds my judgment. Like Arcane, Castlevania comes out late in the year, so maybe that's why it always took number 1. Same with Hilda, and I think Arcane also got number 1 at one point. They come out late in the year, so shows that came out earlier in the year don't have a chance, and I tried to rewatch them to give them a fighting chance. But no, Hazbin Hotel, there was never a doubt in my mind. Arcane came with a steel chair to take number 1 spot from it. It couldn't. Dan Da Dan didn't have a hope of touching it. It just is. And I have no regrets. Sue me. It could be because of the wacky characters. It could be because of my faves. It could be because of the songs. It just is. And that is my top 10 list. I'd love to know yours. Hell, if you're a madman, tell me your top 10 of 2023 and 2024. Because I know a lot of you are waiting for 2023. I am so sorry, but I can finally know peace. I have made the video. And because I put 2 into 1, I will not be late for 2025. Hopefully, I will start planning in November. I do not want to have a repeat of 2023 ever again. But thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I love and appreciate you so much. Oh my god. But now we can finally start the new year. Happy 2025. I hope we have a good one.